All right, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Expat D, and today I want to teach you a hack on how to get a free, this will definitely get you over $1,000, anywhere in the ballpark between $1,000 and $1,500, and I'll explain how. This is for travelers. This works best when you're working, or not working, but you're traveling internationally. Just to show you right now, I'm currently in a hotel room right here. I'm abroad. You see the back here. I am in Abu Dhabi. Okay, so this is one of my travel hacks I'm going to share with you. I'll tell you how to do it, what you need, why it works, and yeah, for those that don't know me, I'm Expat D. I've been traveling for over, since 2002. I've been to over 35 different countries. And here goes my travel hack. So the first thing that you're gonna need, number one, you're gonna need a flight that you're gonna go on, okay? So let's say you have a flight. So right now I'm on my way traveling to Kenya, okay? So that's number one. Next thing you need is you need a layover, okay? You need a layover. Now, let me break down what you need for this layover. You don't just need a layover, you need a short layover, okay? So stay with me here, because this allowed me to get over $1,000 free. So not just do you need a layover, get a short one. So the layover that I got was for an hour, okay? This typically works in a big travel hub. It will be somewhere like in Abu Dhabi or a Dubai or a Hong Kong or Ethiopia, like Addis Ababa. This will probably also work in South Africa. Okay, so these are your big travel hubs. You need a layover, okay? More specifically, you need to partner that big travel hub with a destination that only flies out of it one time a day, okay? So it only travels one time a day. This is something you're gonna have to research. And it only has to be one time per day with that particular airline. It doesn't matter if, like, let's say it's Qatar Airways and give me some other airways, whatever, American Airways, Ethiopian Airways. It's okay if they all travel there, but that one airline needs to have that one flight per day for this to work. Okay, and I'll break down how it works, why it works. So what's gonna happen? You're gonna miss your connecting flight, okay? And it is by design. It's only an hour, or have something low, like an hour, anywhere between an hour, hour and a half, this kind of works. And I'll explain why. So I prefer this method overseas because it's not set up the same way in America. So let's say you're in America and let's say you have to transfer. This may not work as well in America because when you have to transfer, you just go to the other gate. When it's international, you typically have to go through some variations of customs, or there's some type of security checkpoint that takes a while to get through. It could vary how long it can take. If it's America, a lot of times you can, now the caveat with America, some of these airports are really big. You have to catch like a train to the other side of the airport and all that stuff. But internationally, typically what happens is you'll have a bigger airport, these big travel hubs like the ones I mentioned, and you'll have to go through some type, you got to put your bag through security and all that. Now, if this were the States, there'll be some type of TSA agent. And if you're running short on time, you can go to the agent and say, hey, I'm, running late on my flight. And they will like radio in and they'll tell the person at the gate, hey, we got a couple people here. They're running late from their last flight. Hold the gate, right? And I've been there. I've been on. I'm sure you've seen that too, where you've been in the airplane and you're just sitting there. You're like, man, why am I still here? How come we haven't, closed the gate and everything? Because they're waiting on certain passengers. Overseas, that will not work. I'll tell you personal experience. I've been where I've transferred, and you go through security checkpoint. There's no like TSA agent or anybody there, because typically you go to them, they'll help you cut the line. Okay, beyond radioing in, they'll help you cut the line. So usually that doesn't happen. So basically, you will miss your flight. Okay, that's the goal. So you're kind of doing this expecting to miss your flight, because what you're going to get is you're going to get a layover for free that you don't have to pay extra for. And they're also going to give you other perks like a hotel room, free shuttle to the hotel room. And that's why you want it once per day. Okay, you want it where the flight is once per day, so that it's going to force them most likely to book you for 2 nights. Okay, because typically, how hotels are, it's you got to check in by check in at 3, check out by, the next day, like 11 or noon. So this, if it's a whole day, you'll get the 2 days. And so that's what happened to me. So right now I'm in a hotel room. Really nice. I'm in Abu Dhabi. This is Yas Island. I'll show you a little bit of the back. This is a nice hotel room. Usually when the hotels partner with I'll show you what's behind me. Nice swimming pool. Very beautiful. This is Abu Dhabi, Yas Island. Okay, so this is where they place me at. Usually they will partner you with nice hotels. These hotels are usually in the $150, $200 range and up. This hotel actually cost about $350. So I got 2 nights free. Okay, that's about $700 worth. Now, if you notice behind, they're out here playing golf. That's how you know it's nice, right? So $350, that's $700 worth of hotel. If I were to basically intentionally book a layover that's long so I can see the country, of course I would have had to pay for the hotel myself, and the ticket would be a lot more. Usually that ticket is about anywhere from almost 50% higher to double. It would be at least $300, $400 more dollars to book that hotel, to book that flight that will have like a 24-hour layover, something like that. Usually it's more money. So just looking at those 2 things alone, that puts you at over $1,000. Being that I don't have to pay for the flight, and I'm basically getting a free layover as opposed to buying it myself. I'm getting a free hotel. These hotels are usually pretty good. The airport transfer and stuff is free, and they give me free breakfast, lunch, and I have to ask, they might give me free dinner too. So that's how it equates to over $1,000. And that's my travel hack, and I've done it multiple times. So if you want to do it, specifically look for those things. At first, do it in a place that you wouldn't mind if you had to be, basically that you want to lay over and see the land, see the area. Choose a place like that. Don't choose a place that you're not interested in going to. And then make sure that the layover is short. One that it will be a tight squeeze for you to make it. Everything will have to be perfect for you to make it. And then, if you know the airport even better, If it's a big airport, it's most likely you're not going to make, even if I was on time, because what happened to me today is I was flying and uh, my flight ended up being delayed. And that's what caused me to miss it. I think if my flight was on time with the size of this airport, I probably would have missed the flight. Now here's the thing: it has to be the airline's fault. If it's not the airline's fault, they will have to. They'll try to charge you, and they probably won't cover the hotel. So make sure, like, if it's a tight squeeze like that, and they don't really give you enough time to do the transfer and go through security and all that, it'll be the airport's fault. So I've done that multiple times, and that's allowed me to that allowed me to see an additional country, get a free layover, free hotel, and each time it's been around $1,000 worth of stuff that I end up getting, because they end up putting you at some really nice hotel. Each time it's been a really nice hotel. So this is something I've done multiple times. Whether I planned for it or not, I've seen it consistently work. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a setup where it's a short layover, one flight a day, and big airport. That's what I'm looking for. When usually you have that combination, you're probably going to end up in a situation like I have today. So anyway, I'm Expat D. I'm going to end things here. That's one of my travel hacks. It's travel season, right? I got a bunch of interesting content coming up, man. I'm traveling. I'll be in Africa. And yeah, man, let's get this channel to grow. I'm Expat D. I'm going to end it here. Peace, and I'm out.